Okay, things have progressed since the last video in a good way. So, I uploaded the video. As you can see, the last video I uploaded, and if you're watching this one, I uploaded this one. We're kicking fear in the butt, right? But no, seriously. So I uploaded it. I was nervous. I mean, who isn't, right? And originally I only shared it to YouTube and then shared the YouTube link with a couple people in my personal circle. And then my spirit was like, no, we need you to share it. Share it, right? And so I shared it to my second page on Facebook. It's like where I do like all my affirmations and like kind of like a business page, I guess you want to call it. So like the truth bombs and affirmation page, like, oh, I'll share it on there. Like there's like 200 people who follow that page. And a lot of them are like friends and family and stuff like that. And then I was like, no, that wasn't the original plan. That wasn't what we talked about. And I was like, so then I had to share that video to my main page. And so I have to say, I am proud of myself. I am. I don't know what it is. I mean, I know there's a fear, but I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe there's just like that exposure. It's one thing where you can write something down and send it to somebody and you don't have to deal with, there's no this. And again, when I'm like podcasting or whatever, it's just all audible. There's like no this. So I think it's like this, something with this, the video, all of it. You're like, it's almost like you guys are right in front of me. And I know when it comes to me being vulnerable and transparent and just really wanting to be fully myself, when it's in front of other people, I shrink. And that's another video about why I shrink and dealing with, being teased or made fun of when I was little and just other judgments people will make even as I got older and just, judgments and agreements that I placed on myself. So there's all those things, but I'm working through them as you can see. So if you see this video, I posted it. But anyways, the content for this video, the last video I really talked about like how I was out of alignment with me, out of alignment with my passion and I felt like my purpose, and just really talking about like how, what a perfect day for me looks like. And, I'm really thankful that, Carrie and JP kind of like posed that question to me because it really got the ball rolling. It really shifted something within me when I described my perfect day, and the feeling that I got just describing it just made me feel so, so, so good. And I'm like, I want that feeling again. And so over the last couple of days, I really been kind of thinking about that. And so I sat down at my desk and I wrote down like let's 9 grid this out. Like, let's get our thoughts on paper. And I was, asking myself like, Marsha, you want a perfect day. You want to live the perfect day every day, right? And I'm like, yes, I do. Well, okay, how do we get there? And then I asked myself, what's keeping me from my perfect day? And I'm like, okay, let's write it down. Write it down. So I wrote it down off camera, so like it's not some long video, but I wrote it down off camera. It's right here on my 9 grid. And it's kind of like a little mind map. I wrote like what's keeping me from my perfect day, and then like the things, right? So we're gonna go through those. What I was feeling, what I was sensing, just like even what my spirit was speaking to me that I needed to kind of like own and zone in on. The first one is my current 9 to 5. I feel like, of course, my current 9 to 5 is keeping me from my perfect day. Me doing the stuff that I want to do, living the life that I want to live. And two things can be true at the same time. I don't want to work a 9 to 5, but I'm also grateful that I have a job right now and it helps pay the bills, right? And so, but it is keeping me from doing what I need to do, but I also can utilize it to actually get me where I need to go. And so, yeah, my current 9 to 5 is in the way. Like, I don't want to be working that. I want to be doing all the things that I want to do versus like making videos like this and, spending time with my family, podcasting more, working on different creative things, writing and all the things, right? And so, like, my job keeps me from that, but I'm super grateful for my job. And I need to utilize the time that I have now while I'm currently working to help me, get where I need to go, and also re-strategize just even my finances to help set me up for success so that I can eventually leave my job and go full-time as me. The second thing I wrote down was procrastination. Yes. We've all been there, guys. Procrastinating and whatnot. I'm a procrastinator. And I know this, I own it, and I am diligently working on bettering this part of my life. I do not like procrastinating. I wait to the last minute to do things a lot. But really, what's going to combat this is creating like a structure or a schedule for myself so that I can get things done and holding myself to it. One of the things that I've been reminding myself every day is excellence. Doing things in excellence. It doesn't have to be perfect. But, and I want to say this, even though I'm saying my perfect day, I understand that there's no such thing as perfection. And I know that every day is not going to flow the way I want it to flow. When I say my perfect day and me living in my perfect day, it's not like absolute, but it's me in this rhythm and flow within my life that I'm in alignment with all of it. I'm in alignment with my wellness. I'm in alignment with my family. I'm in alignment with love. I'm in alignment with peace. I'm in alignment with passion. I'm in alignment with purpose. I'm in alignment with all the what I was created to do while I'm here on earth. Just alignment. And when I feel like when I'm aligned with those things and with the right people, that is perfect for me. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me. But so really, doing things in excellence and having that standard and not half-assing things. And one of the affirmations I tell myself when I feel like I'm procrastinating is like, Marsha, do what is right, not what's convenient. Do what's right, not what's convenient. And that kind of push me to be like, okay, let's get up and do this. Kind of like my walking every day. I procrastinate. I'd be like, oh, I'll walk in the evening. And then I have to tell myself, like, Marsha, pause. You know how drained you are sometimes after work. And if you don't get up now, you may not do it after work. So then you're going to have to do it the next day. And then you're going to have to do it longer because you're supposed to commit 30 minutes a day. And now you're going to have to do it for an hour tomorrow. And I used to trick myself into things like, okay, fine, I have to do it for an hour. Like, no. Do what's right, not what's convenient. Moving on. The third one was self-sabotage. Self-sabotage, of course. I do that. I do it a lot, but I don't do it a whole lot like I did before. But I still do it a lot. If that who get it, y'all get it. As the TikTok say, the girls who get it, get it. And the girls who don't. But I self-sabotage. There are days when I am zoned into who the fuck I am. Like, I am Marsha Chantel Berry. And I'm zoned into who I am and whose I am and what I'm here for. And then I can be in that. And then there are days where it's time for me to step into that. And then I'm just like, I'm not capable. I'm not worthy. Like, I need to shrink. I need to, I can't do this. And I've missed opportunities. I've missed moments because I've talked myself out of things. And so, like, that is, again, one of those things that I am definitely working on. And just, through my gratitude, through my meditation, through my affirmations in the morning, and just, even through my, through therapy, helping me to uncover some deeper issues on why I do self-sabotage, which has been super, super helpful. And so it's just me really applying those practices every day and just reminding myself, like, to give myself that grace. And it's okay to know who you are and to be confident and to walk in who you are. Okay, moving on. What else is keeping me from my perfect day? A plan. Remember we talking about procrastination? A plan, structure, a schedule, writing out how my day needs to flow. Not, literally it has to go that way, but I know, like, I need to prioritize better. I need to utilize and maximize all my time if I'm going to get to this perfect day. So it's so easy for me to, get up, go to work, come home, and get in bed and do that. And next thing you know, it's like 3 weeks later and I've done just that. And I'm like, what have I worked on? Nothing. What goals have I achieved? None. Because I just come home, get in the bed, and want to watch TV because I'm so drained from the day. And so it's me not doing that, but me, you see these stairs right here? These stairs right here? Is that the garage is this way, okay? So when I come through this garage, to the kitchen, to the living room, I need to pop my ass right here at this desk. Because if I go up them stairs, I'm not coming back down. So I just need to come home, come to this desk, and get into the things. And I've noticed when I've done that, I'm getting shit done. I get like a second wind. So I just need to train myself to do that consistently and every day. But not every day because, consistently, and make a plan on what that looks like for me for the week. So we're going to get there. We're going to make that. Another thing was vision and visuals. As I was writing this, and I think it's in my purse. But vision and visuals is what came to my spirit. Is visioning and visualizing what it is, what I want to see myself doing, the things that I want to do, being the person that I want to be, all the things. It's me just visualizing it and, all of that. I really want to go get this grid, so give me one second. It's not in my purse. I don't know what I did with it. But anyways, it was a 9 grid, and it was me basically choosing, dang it, I don't know what I did with it, but it's okay. I basically chose pictures that really spoke to this season that I'm in and how it's going to help me connect and just realign myself with what the things that I want to do. So I made one of those so that I can see it every day and I can, keep that vision before me. And I thought that was really dope. Another thing that keeps me from my perfect day is prayer. Just making sure, and it doesn't keep me from it, but I need to be, making sure that I'm being consistent and I'm speaking those things that I want to see. So that's one thing, right? Another one is, it kind of goes with my job is like money, creating with my hands. That doesn't go with my job, but I have a lot of creative ideas that I don't or just haven't done. And so I want to do that. And I just realized my husband is walking in the door, but it's okay. We're going to keep going.
So I finished that video, right? And I was on my walk and I kept thinking about the end. Like up until like everything after like my husband came home. And I don't know if y'all could see it or feel it, but I started to shrink. But I also was fighting against that by trying to push myself to be like, Marche, it's just David. Like, he knows all these things. Like, just keep going. Like, he doesn't care. Like, he thinks it's dope. Like, you're doing your thing. And then the other side of me was just like, oh my God, anxiety, anxiety, fear, fear, anxiety, fear. But I, pushed through. But on my walk, I was just like, I didn't like the way I could tell myself I was rushing. And even though I was saying I was pushing through, I still was rushing. And I still was like really wanting to wrap that shit up. And I did. And I was like, no, Marche, that's not right. And so what I wanted to say as I was about to talk about the next thing, when it came to creating with my hands, is the lack of it happening. I have so many ideas, so many projects that I've started that I have not finished. I haven't followed through on them. I procrastinated, and I just kind of almost put them on the back burner, and some of them just gave up completely on. And I'm always trying to figure out, talking about like, oh, I want to make more money. And like, I started to notice here lately, and then when I go back and think through all the years that I've said that, my hands will start to burn. And I finally connected it to, you need to start making stuff. And look who's back. David. So we're going to get back to that. And we're not going to stop recording because he's in the room either.
You doing your OnlyFans?
This is not my OnlyFans. But we're going to get back on top of those things and follow through and stop procrastinating.
A new OnlyFans?
This is not a new OnlyFans. I don't have an OnlyFans, okay? But now that we have our whole list of all the things that's keeping us or has pulled us out of alignment, I'm going to take this time this week.
Alcohol.
Did you really say alcohol?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Anyways, we're going to make a plan for each one of those, and we'll be back. Anything else you want to say before I stop recording?
Good job, good job.